Hey guys, I am Vanguard here with a deck comparison video. Before we get started, got a nice poster here so I can help advertise my store, local store. So we have a sneak preview. Had a sneak preview last week. So it was last week, which was August 30th to 31st. Our store we did on 31st, and we got a release for Infinite Phantom Legion and Celestial Valkyries on September 6th, which is this week. So hope you guys enjoy the set and come by Game Parlor Chantilly down in Chantilly, Virginia. I'll send the link down below. So come check me out, come check our store out. We got a lot of stuff. And now right to the topic. It's gonna be End Dagger and Daikaiser. So our two finishing break rides. So let's get started. So I guess the two decks would be finishing the opponent off in that turn, in the break ride turn, or put them in a huge disadvantage. So both of them do the same job. So now I'm just gonna compare how these would finish their opponent in different ways. Starting off with End Dagger, which was out in set 10, a little earlier than Daikaiser. So End Dagger's effect would be give plus 10k to the Vanguard. That's all break ride's effect. And then his secondary effect would be give 10k to any unit that are attacking the Vanguard. So even a trigger would be 15k attacking. So that will definitely force guards. So what this card would actually help force out the opponent's hand by 100k to 150k if they don't want to take damage. These numbers are pretty accurate because I have calculated with my calculator every time I did the break ride, so you can check me out on my match videos for this one. And then a card that I would actually use for break riding would be Dudley Emperor or the Catapult, but I really don't like the Catapult, so I'll just go with Dudley Emperor. Effect Counterblast 2, Limit Break, put 2 cards into Soul, and then 2 Call Out. So that would actually help End Dagger get an extra 20k to 30k attack in with, to the Vanguard. So forces more guards out and then more attacks. And then some cards that I'll actually combo with this deck, or will use the good starter, I guess I can say. Mecha Trainer searches out any ones, so it gives a booster to the Vanguard or rear guards. And then speaking of grade 1s, Reckless Express, which is another attacker or 7k booster. He's a 12k attacker with the Soul Blast, or he's a 7k booster at the bottom, so he's definitely a good card to search out. And then we got Medical Manager. When he is called to the field, Soul Charge. So it can help Bracky and Reckless Express get an extra 5k when attacking. And then some grade 2s that can help definitely would be Bracky. Bracky is obviously a 14k attacker when Soul Blast, so forces more guards out. And then Dudley Mason, he creates pressure, and then his effect, if for people that don't know, Counterblast 1, when he hits the Vanguard, put a card in Soul, call an extra card. So this definitely creates another attack, so stay tuned on these guys. And then going with Daikaiser, Daikaiser's effect is give 10k to the Vanguard and then give an extra critical, so that's all. But he has to Counterblast 1 it instead of a free attack. So I guess it's a trade. A Counterblast would give this an extra critical, I guess, is the trade-off with these two cards. So this card would give 10k an extra critical, and then secondary effect, if the Vanguard twin drives, and if you see a grade 3 in the twin drive, you retire any card in the Guardian Circle at that moment. So if the opponent decides to perfect guard because they don't want to take the extra critical, if you drive check a grade 3, you can retire that perfect guard and let the attack go through. So definitely a good card, gives a nice power, creates a lot of pressure the opponent to force 2 perfect guards. Or I seen worse, like I seen like a perfect guard and then they'll guard for like 40k. So it forces a lot of attacks out. Good cards to ride. I guess regular Daiyusha, it gives an extra critical since it gives 10k, so he'll be attacking for 3 crits, so pretty good card. Or you can use Great Daiyusha, which is an excellent card at Limit Break, gives an extra critical, and he can stay at that critical with the 11k, so he's pretty good. Or if you have both, it'll be a 23 attacker by itself with the critical on the break ride turn. So definitely a finishing card, so stay tuned on these guys. And then some power boosters, because we were talking about some people guarding a lot. We got the Soul Blast, and I'll give 3Ks to the Vanguard, so we got these 2 cards, and then we got Counterblast 1, give 4k to the Dimensional Dimensional Robo unit, so these are definitely good power-ups. Plus, we don't use Counterblast in this deck a lot, so check these cards out, they're pretty good, and check out our matches and see how they go. And then we got the best starter for Dimensional Police, Daiyusha. I can get a Daikaiser with him pretty easily, so Break Ride is pretty much ensured. I like this card a lot. And then some extra tech that people uses is Commander Laurel. This is the card that forces the guards out a lot. So the opponent would attack. Let's say it hits. Laurel's effect, rest all units, and the Vanguard stands again and attacks for whatever attack he was attacking with. And he also gets a twin drive, so he can retire a perfect card again. So Laurel is a good card to use with this deck. If you like my video, give a thumbs up and comment, rate, subscribe down below, and subscribe right up here. This is I Am Vanguard, Image the Victory. I Am Vanguard.